Little Joe the Wrangler will wrangle nevermore. His days with the remuda, they're all done. Long about last April that he rode into our camp, just a little Texas stray and all alone. It was long late in the evening when he rode into our camp on a little old brown pony he called Chaw. With his brogan shoes and coveralls, a harder looking kid you never in your life had seen before. His saddle was a southern cack built many years ago, and an OK spur on one foot idly hung. His hot roll in a cotton sack was loosely tied behind, then a canteen from the saddle horn he'd slung. Said he'd had to leave his home because his pa had married twice, then his new ma beat him every day or two. So he saddled up old Chaw one night and lit a shuck this way, thought he'd try and paddle now his own canoe. Said he'd try and do the best he could if we'd only give him work, though he didn't know straight up about a cow. So the boss, he cut him out a mount and kinder put him on. Then we knew he liked our little stray somehow. He taught him how to herd the horses and learn to know them all, then they round them up by daylight if he could. Then to follow the chuck wagon and who always hits the team, and to help the course of narrow Russellwood. We'd driven to Red River, and the weather, it was fine. We'd camped down on the south side in a bend, when a norther started blowing, and we called the extra guard, 'cause it took all hands to hold the cattle in. Now little Joe the Wrangler was called out with all the rest, and barely had the kid got to the herd, when the cattle, they stampeded like a hailstorm, long they flew, with all of us riding for the lead. Between the streaks of lightning we could see a horse ahead, was little Joe the Wrangler in the lead. He was riding old Blue Rocket with his slicker o'er his head, and he's trying to check the leaders in their speed. We finally got 'em milling and they sort of quieted down, and the extra guard back to the camp did go. But one of them was missing, and we all knew at a glance was our little Texas stray, poor Wrangler Joe. Found him there at sunup where old Blue Rocket fell, in a washout some 20 feet below. Beneath his horse smashed to a pulp, his spurs had rung the knell for our little Texas stray, poor Wrangler Joe. Now little Joe the Wrangler will wrangle nevermore. His days with the remuda, they're all done. It was long about last April when he rode into our camp, just a little Texas stray.